Hello and welcome to Tech Vibes. Joshua here with an unboxing of the brand new iPad, the 2017 edition. Just received this morning via UK mail, so I thought before we open it, let's get an unboxing done for Tech Vibes. So starting off at the top of the box, we've got the side view of it. This is showing the silver model, this is the space grey, so fingers crossed the space grey is inside. Checking out the bottom of the box, you've got your Apple logo, side iPad, top Apple logo, and the side iPad. Checking out the bottom, it says a 32GB iPad, Wi-Fi and cellular. Decided to go for the cellular version just so when you're out and about you can put in a SIM card and just kind of data roam that way. Checking out, it says it includes iPad, lightning to USB cable, power adapter, supports CDMA, GSM and LTE. Some capabilities are not available in all areas. Then gives you your usual rundown of the serial number being MP242B. iPad, Wi-Fi, cellular, 32GB and space grey. Now this certain device Apple have released as a new kind of product. Instead of calling it the Apple Air 3, they've just called it the iPad, which the 2017 edition. Now I don't know if this is going to be their new line of iPads or whatever, but we're just going to have to see. Now I do know with this model it's a little bit thicker than the Air 2, so they've kind of went back in time, but I know it's a lot quicker and has a better kind of like screen resolution and things like that. It is clocking a 9.7-inch LED backlit display, as per usual. It's got the Apple A9 dual-core 1.84GHz processor. Now the iPad Air 2 has an A8 processor, so this is certainly quicker. It's got an 8-megapixel rear camera and a 1.2-megapixel front camera with face detection and high-def recording. It also has your usual Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS and things like that. It does have a non-removable 8827 mAh battery, which is up about 800 from the Air 2, so it's got a better battery life and things like that. I have owned all the Apple iPad series, so that's probably the Air to the iPad Pro, so I was just wanting to give this one a go, so let's unbox it and see what's inside. Now, let's turn the box over and unbox it. I always hate this bit, because it looks so nice in its cellophane wrapper and everything, and as soon as you peel it, it's just lost complete brand new value. So, I hate this bit, but it has to be done. You get satisfaction from doing this. So, right, let's start this side. Straight down. I know I need a new unboxing knife, it's not the best. And then just peel off there. And then let's do the other side. There we go. Right, there we go. Right. I hate this bit. Oh. Open it all here. Get rid of the unboxing knife. Right, now that the cellophane's off, let's open it up. What's that issue? You always look like an idiot when you're unboxing an iPad because now it's looking fancy. So I'm gonna try and get out the box just the way it came out. Oh, must admit, when you see a device in all this wrapper, it's just something you can't see. So yeah, that's the Space Grey edition, so it is correct, and you've got your 4G compatibility bar at the top. So let's lay that to the side for right now. Let's quick have a rundown of the box. You've got your adapter with the UK plug on it, so that'll be for charging it. We'll put it together right now because we'll end up needing it. You've got your built-in manuals, which is always helpful, with your key for the... Oh, that's changed. That used to be a lot thinner. So that'll be for putting in your SIM card. And then your usual manual instructions. And your Apple stickers. I still haven't found a use for Apple stickers yet, but it seems to be something that they include in every box. And now they've got their new wrap of cable. Before you just got it in a kind of rectangular, now it comes in a circle, which I kind of like. The thing is, it's not as long as the iPad Pro cable. The iPad Pro cable's 3 meters from stock, so it's nice and easy for plugging in your phone and everything, but I think they've included the 1.5 meter one, but never mind, you're only charging an iPad, aren't you? So, right, let's put that away. Let's have a closer view of the iPad. Now that we have the iPad in hand, we'll check the left hand side first, which is a clear slate with nothing on it. Checking the bottom, you've got their new layout of the Apple stereo speakers, so that's the left and the right with the lightning adapter there. Checking out the other side, we have the SIM card slot just down at the bottom. I don't know if you see that, it's just there. And then your volume up and down rocker. So checking out the top, 3.5mm headphone jack. They haven't got rid of that from the iPad series just yet. You've then got the power button as well with the 4G compatibility bar. Right, I don't really want to undo this because you're just going to get fingerprints all over it. But it needs to be done. It needs to be done for demonstration purposes. Oh dear. Looks even better in person, doesn't it? Right, let's turn it on. Let's see if it's got battery power. Hopefully it does. There we go. Right. Let's wait for it to boot up. That's it now. It's going through all your hellos. It says searching, but I haven't put a sound card in it yet, so that's helpful. Oh. Oh. Ah, yeah, I need to press that. Right, we do speak English, so we'll go for English. United Kingdoms, hopefully. Choose a Wi-Fi network. Oh, we get the fibre optic choice. In a lot of iPads, you don't get the iPad choice. Hopefully that'll be it. Or if it isn't, I look like a complete unboxing person. Oh, there we go. See? I wasn't even looking at the password there. But yeah, on some of them, you don't get the fibre optic view of our router here at Tech Vibez, so I'm not really quite sure. It may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. Right. I shall update you when it's fully through to the home screen, so I'm probably going to have to put in my Apple ID and things like that. Quick check, I did forget to show you the back of the device. It's going to be really scary now. The back of the device, which you can see, it's got the Apple logo, the mirrored Apple logo, your 4G bar and your 8 megapixel camera, and that is literally it with your iPad symbol as well. So I'll go set this up and then we can check in with you again later. Now just restoring from the iCloud backup because I'm syncing it with my Apple account. So once this is done, we should hopefully manage to run a benchmark test and hopefully test some of its capabilities, hopefully. Now that's the iPad all set up with everything on it. Unfortunately I had to wait first for it to download some of the apps I had on my other iPad, but never mind. We're going to do a performance test first. Hopefully this will work quite well. So performance test, right, we're going to run it on its benchmark. So this is basically it. We'll test all the disks, the memory, the 2D-ness, the CPU, everything, and let us know what it's sitting at. Obviously I don't have the Air 2 to comparison it with, unfortunately, but at least if I give you the benchmark figures and the rough estimate, it should be okay. As you can see, it's going down the prime numbers, the string sorting, data encryption, compression, basically testing out all bits of the iPad, and it hopefully comes up with the main numbers along the side. So fingers crossed it'll come back with something we're looking for. Oh, there we go. It's down on the disk now. Oh, 28,000, that's good. Oh, now doing the display test. Testing all the pixels per inch and how quickly the screen resolution updates. And then it'll test how quick it'll load images. As you can see, a rather strange Safari-like background. And obviously maybe pinch and zoom for a photo. Yeah, there we go. And then 12 motions of a photo, checking all aspects of the iPad itself. As it says, this is the iPad 2017 edition. Apple has strangely managed to not name this. It's just called the Apple iPad. Now when I was looking on Apple to try and find something that we could maybe review and unbox, it's basically the only thing that came back. You either get the iPad Pro, but I already have that, so I was wanting something different. And every time I went to like your usual Currys and things like that, this was the only iPad that was available. Oh, now it's checking the video quality, so obviously how quick the frame rate changes when watching a video. Yeah, look at that. Only the best here at Tech Vibez. Yeah, certainly can't beat this. Benchmark, submit result. Well, you could submit them if you want. Right, so checking it out, I'll bring the iPad closer to the screen. The device model is an iPad 6. It comes back at iOS 10.3, 2 cores, as we said, dual core, total memory 1961 megabyte, and obviously this is a 32 gigabyte model, so we've got 20 gigabyte free. Now for the CPU, it came back at 46,516, showing you all the different speeds of everything, and then the disk speed is 28,000. The memory is 16,000, but it's 2 gigabyte of RAM, so that's probably why it's not coming back that high. 2Dness is at 3,508 and 3D is at 1,162. So this is really good compared to your usual iPad and Airs. This is a lot quicker as well, just like we said, it's got the A9 processor instead of the A8, so it's certainly a lot better. Now I've just quickly set up a few things. So that's your usual BBC page. Your kind of zoom in's not too bad. We'll pick the first thing in Europe. So if you are watching from Europe, you probably know all about this. So we're just going to go down, pinch and zoom, pinch. Look at that. No lag whatsoever. Now I did the review on the Fire tablet if you've watched it. Now I couldn't use that for long. It's just so slow. You're typing something. It's just not as good. So it's obviously just used for typing, kind of, well, maybe not typing, but writing hopefully. So checking the settings. We'll do a quick general. Just shows you everything that's kind of saved on it. iPad 2.8. And then you've got your serial number and your model firmware as well. So yeah, it's certainly looking a good tablet so far. It's nice and sleek with no issues or errors or whatever. It's certainly looking nice. What we could do is we could play, I don't know, we may manage to play one song to test the speaker quality. If I remember exactly. I've got an iPhone and everything like that, so I don't know why I'm struggling here. Trying to find our usual Spotify. I probably have to log in at Spotify. Yeah, I thought so. Let's log in with our favourite account. Just ignore all the magic that's happening here. Not allowed to see anything. Already authorized. There we go. Not even any stress there. Logging in. Charts. Let's just go into the charts. If you're in Europe, you'd realise this right now. Number 1 was DJ Khaled and I'm the One. Oh, this is the US as well. So we'll listen to our usual song that's always on. Now this is coming out of the speakers, so this is your stereo speakers.
Before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me.
Nice and loud, and it's actually got some bass to it as well. Now the only thing I found with the old little speaker jack here, it was just a speaker that was kind of useless. It did everything and it just didn't sound as good. So their new venture here has to be 10:1. Now as I was mentioning before, this iPad is a little bit thicker than the Air 2. And it's a little bit heavier as well, but to be fair, it's light. Once you have a case on this, it's just going to be like a normal iPad. It's not as heavy as the iPad 1, and yes, I know that because my mum still has the iPad 1. So yes, it's rather strange, but checking it all out, it's looking a rather nice tablet. To be fair, there's nothing wrong with it. Now the other thing people were saying was probably not going to get a very good view here using a device, but it says this screen isn't attached to the LCD like other models. It's away from it, so they've spaced it out. You don't really see it with this model, but with the white model you do. There's kind of just a little gap between the screen and the LCD there, but once it's on, you wouldn't notice a difference. It's got the Retina display like it always does. So yes, I am quite impressed with this so far. I will continue to use it over the next couple of days, and I'm going to guess I'm going to keep it, because all Apple devices, I've got the MacBook, the 7, and the iPad, so I'm going to guess this is going to be a good tablet. So thank you very much for watching the review today. If you do have any comments, please leave them below and subscribe. You've been listening to Joshua on Tech Vibes.